Okay, the next step is to think about having two sticks together and see what difference that makes. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold these together and we're going to attach them at one end with an elastic band. That's one I prepared earlier. Right, there we go. So we now can think, well, we could do the same thing as last time. Well, we press that and, well, not a great deal happens, but they will start deflecting as they did. We can hold them as a simply supported beam like that, and you expect it would be stiffer than it was with just the one stick. But it's the real interesting stuff happens when we start looking at it as two separate pieces that can actually move relative to each other, because what we've now got, loose at one end, free at one end, but we've formed a joint at that end. Now, one of the things you need to think about and become conscious of is the different ways that joints behave. So here we've got a rotational kind of movement. The actual members are staying fairly straight, as you can see if I move that there. If I was to turn this the other way and pull the two apart like that, you can see we start to get an interesting shape going there. Can you look at the way that the sticks bend? Right? So they're held together, but they're able to spring out and spring back again. All right? Okay. So we've got rotational movement. If we try sliding one against the other, we can see what happens in terms of also shear movement. Can you see that? If I push one against the other, eventually one will slide out. Okay. So that's to fiddle around with it in that sense. The other thing that we can look at with two sticks is what happens if we put them on the table like that to form what looks like it might be a stable structure, and we put a load on by pressing down with our finger, and actually what happens is that the two slide away from each other and it becomes quite useless. So what we can do is just to overcome that, to hold the two together, is to put another member across there like that, hold it on with elastic bands, and we've now got a stable structure that will not slide apart. And we can start getting an understanding of why a triangle, a very simple shape, is also a very stable two-dimensional shape.